Hey there, everybody. This is Jason the Cartoon Fan. Why so blue, you may be asking? Well, it's because this is a video I didn't want to make, but I knew I had to anyways. I know I say that all of my channel updates are important, but this time I really mean it. In fact, it may be the most important channel update I ever had to make, and will most likely be the most important channel update in the history of my time making videos for YouTube. Alright, no more diddly dallying. It's time I tell you all what's really been happening behind the scenes, or to be more specific, behind the places I make videos at. First off, I'm going to admit that I lied. I lied to all of you about what I've been doing on days I don't make videos for this channel. Or, to be more accurate, I've been half lying. Yes, I do use my spare time away from this channel to hang out with my family, read books, watch some shows on TV, go on walks, and listen to music and all that. However, I've also been using it for something else. But Jason, what are you doing in your spare time that is so bad? Well, don't worry. I'm not doing anything illegal. I may not be the smartest guy around, but I know what's morally wrong. Okay, then just tell us the thing you've been doing in your spare time that you haven't told us about yet. Alright. Let me tell you my secret. I have a second YouTube channel, and nobody I know outside of my closest friends knew about this. On May 18th, 2019, I launched a YouTube channel called Disney Replay, featuring clips and full episodes of various Disney cartoons that are no longer airing new episodes, most of which are from the 1990s and 2000s, though a couple of cartoons from the decade before and the decade after that era are also represented. I didn't want people to associate it with this channel though, because I wanted to gain a new audience who just desired to see some cartoon clips from both popular and forgotten Disney cartoons, and not the merchandise belonging to some random teen who lives in California. So, on that channel, I always refer to myself as we, and never posted anything with my face or voice in it, giving viewers the illusion that the channel was operated by a group of people, rather than just one boy. Believe it or not, though, everyone who I didn't reveal the channel's true identity to actually bought the illusion. So I initially didn't feel like revealing myself to followers of Disney Replay for nearly a year after I started that channel. Admittingly, it's impressive that I was able to keep a secret like that for so long. However, now I feel bad about keeping that secret for so long. And it's because it not only is beginning to hurt this channel, but also has been hurting the feelings of all of my family members, my stepmom Janelle most of all, for quite a while now. Let me explain. You see, when I started Disney Replay, I had no idea how popular it would become. I mean, I knew it would get at least 1,000 subscribers, but I initially considered it to be a secondary channel of mine, and I kinda still want to think of it as such. However, things started to change once I discovered Disney Replay had reached 1,000 subscribers in only 2 months, as opposed to this channel, where I didn't get that many subscribers until about 13 months after its February 2019 launch. Of course, when something becomes successful, you want to keep it growing, so that's exactly what I tried doing. When the channel launched, only 4 shows were represented: House of Mouse, Recess, Phineas and Ferb, and Star vs. the Forces of Evil. But over time, they were joined by Timon and Pumbaa, Witch, Fillmore, Lilo and Stitch the series, Dave the Barbarian, Brandy and Mr. Whiskers, Fish Hooks, The Emperor's New School, American Dragon Jake Long, Timo Supremo, Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go, Yin Yang Yo, The Replacements, Get Ad, and the very first series to be produced by Disney Television Animation, Adventures of the Gummy Bears. And I had plans to cover Milo Murphy's Law, Kim Possible, and Gravity Falls later on. As of right now, Disney Replay's core lineup consists of Phineas and Ferb, Star, Timon and Pumbaa, Recess, Jake Long, Fish Hooks, The Gummy Bears, Get Ad, Emperor's New School, and Brandy and Mr. Whiskers, since I don't upload videos for the other shows I mentioned on a regular basis anymore. At the time, my goal was to upload 6 clips for every episode of the shows I featured on Disney Replay, and I planned to update the channel and put different shows on it once I was done with the shows I started covering in the early months of my channel. However, I kept getting spammed with comments that were basically along the lines of, can you start making videos of this show? Or can you do videos for a specific episode of one of the shows that you started doing for this channel? Because with a couple of exceptions around the holidays, I upload episodes, well, to be more specific, clips of episodes from the shows that are featured on Disney Replay in either broadcast or production order, depending on which one I feel is more ideal for each show, continuity-wise and whatnot. Even after I made several community posts saying that Disney Replay will not take requests unless we ask for them, that type of comment was still one of the very first ones I received on each of Disney Replay's videos. I couldn't just block the users who were doing this either, because there were a ton of them, and a few of those users even had 2 or more YouTube accounts. Then, things got worse. I began to get so many comments on Disney Replay's videos that every time I went on that channel's account on my YouTube app, the notification button on the app's screen display would always show a circle saying 9+, meaning I had over 9 different notifications. Since most of those comments were either request spam or contextless timestamps, I don't get the appeal of timestamps posted in the comments section that aren't accompanied by some text mentioning what it's supposed to redirect you to. Isn't the whole point of timestamps to help you skip to a particular part of the video when you only want to see a portion of said video? I spent much of the time I got to use my phone when I wasn't making videos for either of my 2 channels, trying to find comments that didn't fit either of those 2 categories and respond to said comments almost every weekend for the final quarter of 2019. Eventually, though, even the spare time on my phone wasn't enough, so I began to focus almost entirely on keeping Disney Replay updated, flat out ignoring my main channel in the process every time I used YouTube on my phone. This isn't the sorry. This is the real reason why I didn't upload that many videos on this channel for the second half of 2019 and the first 3 months of 2020. I was so concerned about Disney Replay that I barely paid attention to what was supposed to be my main channel. To all my YouTube friends who were wondering where the heck I was, I'm very sorry for ignoring you. But Jason, you may be asking, how does all this hurt your family? Well, I'm getting to that part right now. I know this isn't going to put me in a very good light, but this needs to be said. I can't live with myself without admitting this to my longtime viewers. Once my main channel finally hit 1,000 subscribers, I tried to make a better commitment towards it. So I initially planned to make videos and respond to comments for Disney Replay on weekdays, and make videos and respond to comments for this channel on weekends. Good thing I just entered quarantine lockdown at the time, or else I wouldn't have been able to do that. Unfortunately for me, only a couple weeks after quarantine started for me, I got stu- I got s- I got schoolwork for me to do at home. So I went back to focusing mostly on Disney Replay, since whenever it's a school week, I only get to use my phone on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, so I had less time for me to use my phone to make videos. Once I finished all the schoolwork I needed to do at the end of May 2020, I tried to get back on track for both channels. The problem was, by this point, I had so many subscribers to my main channel that the comment situation was the same on that channel as it was for Disney Replay. So, I began doing something I'm not proud of. Whenever my dad and stepmom weren't looking, I snuck into their room so I could keep track of my notifications. Yes, I did get caught, several times in fact, but I still did it even after I was given multiple lectures on how going into other people's rooms without permission is wrong. So, as a way to ensure I wouldn't do it again, my two parental figures began extending the number of time I couldn't make videos for every time I snuck my phone. At first, I was grounded for 1 day, then it was a week, and then it was supposed to be 2 weeks, but I weaseled out of it by doing extra chores. I knew that sneaking into other people's rooms is wrong, but I kept doing it, and now I feel bad about it. Things reached a boiling point when I uploaded a video for this channel without asking a couple weeks ago, and my stepmom, who, unknown to me, was subscribed to my channel with notifications on, found out about it. This time, I actually did lose my video uploading privileges for 2 weeks, which is why I've been inactive for that duration of time. I don't want to admit it, but I know I have to if I want my stepmom to know I care about her. I had a YouTube addiction. I've become so obsessed with keeping track of two different channels at the same time that I've been ignoring the needs and wants of my family members, who are all gradually losing more and more respect for me day after day. None more so than my stepmom, bless her heart and soul, who has been taking care of her disabled parents, my grandpa Richard and grandma Stella, for the past month, so she doesn't want to be stressed out by something as petty as my YouTube situation. Even my dad, who is usually more laid back towards situations like these, has told me that he thinks my YouTube addiction has gotten out of hand. Janelle, Dad, if you two are watching this, I just want to say that I'm sorry. Sorry about the lies and manipulation and the sneaking into your bedroom. I know that just saying I'm sorry doesn't automatically change things, but I'm seriously hoping that admitting I have an addiction to the approximately 1,500 subscribers to my channel will show you that I care about you two so much that I'm willing to owe up to what I did wrong. My stepmom told me that all her problems with me would be solved if she just took my phone and deleted both of my channels. However, I've told her that I have quite a few close friends of mine who would be deeply upset if that ever happened. She just doesn't understand that just because I'm addicted to something doesn't mean the thing I'm doing is mindless or anything like that. She thinks that YouTube is just a time killer, and I'm going to admit that when I started uploading videos in September of 2015, that's what I originally thought of it as too. However, that was before I discovered all the amazing people I befriended over the years. Because of my autism, it's hard for me to make friends more so than most other people, since there aren't that many people who like most of the same stuff that I do. But through YouTube, I built lasting friendships with several fine young people around my age who I'm sure are gonna go far. And yes, that Beatles/Simpsons reference was intentional. Not only do they love cartoons as much as I do, but many of them also have autism, just like me, and have they have siblings with autism. So they've had to go through many of the same trials and tribulations that I have, and they're not afraid to tell me how they're feeling at the moment. Brendan, the cartoon and movie fan, Alex, the WB and MGM fan, the two Ryans, Ryan Pellegrino from Ryan's Treasures, and Ryan M from Shoreline Gaming, Sierra Kopsky, aka Fairy Princess Valentine, Maximum Creations, Zara Lobner, Haley EMS, UV, and the two Dylans, Dylan DeBealt and Loudhouse Fan 98, have all been there whenever I'm feeling down, either through chatting with me, through Hangouts, or watching and commenting on each other's videos. And because of this special connection, I think of them as my friends, even though Ryan M from Shoreline Gaming is the only one of them who I've ever seen in person. If any of you who I just mentioned is watching this, I hope you still feel the same way about me as you did before I made this video when you all saw it, despite my big secret I've been keeping from all of you, except Brendan, Ryan's Treasures, and Sierra, who already knew about my second channel prior to me making this video. And feel free to talk about why you like me so much by commenting on this video, so Janelle can see and understand why you are all so important to me. With all that being said, I'm not going to quit YouTube because I know how much my online friends would miss me if I did that. However, as a sign of respect towards my family, I'm going to find a way to stay on YouTube while also ending my addiction to it. After all, as I've known for years, since my dad and stepmom are both longtime NA members, the first step to recovery is admitting you have an addiction, which I spend most of this video doing, albeit with more detail than some would like to know about. And the second step is to find a way to cut back on your consumption of the thing you're addicted to. I personally feel like all my addiction problems started when I launched Disney Replay, then snowballed into a much bigger issue the more popular that channel became. Because of this, I am putting Disney Replay on a temporary hiatus. No. Don't get me wrong. Viewers who are subscribed to Disney Replay, who might be watching this video, I'm not deleting that channel or gonna stop making videos for it altogether. Please understand this very clearly. But I want to focus primarily on this channel right now, since it's technically my main one. So, for the entirety of August, I'm going to finally start making and uploading videos that I have been wanting to make for this channel for over a year now, but they've been stuck in development hell because of my addiction to YouTube and me being more focused on Disney Replay than the channel that I'm supposed to be paying more attention to. If anybody who is subscribed to Disney Replay who didn't already know about my dual identity want to talk to me personally, then subscribe to this channel and comment on its videos. It may not be what you want to see, but please give this channel a fair chance. I make lots of videos about really cool merchandise I own, and I definitely recommend checking those videos out if you're into that sort of thing. Right now, though, I can only focus on one channel, and I'm choosing this one. I'm definitely going to go back to making videos for Disney Replay as soon as I'm done making the videos that I want to make for this channel, but that won't be for a month or two from now. That's all I have to say. So until next time, this is Jason the Cartoon Fan signing off.